How much will a car insurance provider pay after an accident? The driver who was found to be at fault for a car accident will need to pay for the cost of repairing your vehicle, the cost to replace or repair any personal property that was damaged, the cost to hire a rental car, the cost of storage and towing, and the amount that the value of your car had diminished by after the accident. Typically, the driver's insurance company will pay for all of these costs. However, the claims process may not be as easy as it seems. Repairing the damage to your car. The insurance company or individual paying for the repairs to your car will only be required to do so if the car is worth repairing. If your car is not worth repairing, it will be totaled and you will receive the actual cash value of your vehicle. The actual cash value is the market value of your vehicle, and the value is ultimately measured by how much money you would have received for the vehicle should it have been sold at the time of accident. You should be aware that the market value is usually a lot less than the cost of replacing the vehicle or purchasing a new and identical one. If your car has been so badly damaged that it would cost more to repair it than the car is actually worth, the car will be totaled. In cases such as this, the insurance company will only give you a monetary figure that represents the actual cash value of your vehicle, rather than the cost of repairs. How the actual cash value is determined. The actual cash value of your vehicle will be determined by comparing it to similar vehicles of a similar age in the hope that you'll be able to buy another car that's in a similar condition your totaled car was in before the accident. If an insurance company has offered you less money than you think you should have received, please search for similar cars that are currently being sold in your local area. The figure will give you an idea as to how much you should receive as part of the settlement. You may also want to think about proving that your car was worth more than the cars that are similar to yours. For example, if you have made permanent modifications to your vehicle, or you simply replaced the tires, you should make sure you have a copy of the purchase. If you can prove that your vehicle was worth more than other similar cars, you may want to think about negotiating the settlement. Please read our article Talking to an Adjuster for the First Time for more information. If you cannot agree with the insurance company. If you cannot come to an agreement with the insurance company, you may want to use the appraisal clause. This clause that can be found as part of your collision coverage allows your case to be submitted so independent appraisers can take a look at your case and determine how much your vehicle was worth. If the accident was caused by another driver and you cannot reach an agreement with their insurance company, you may want to think about suing them. However, you should be aware that cases such as these can take a lot of time, and you may need a lawyer to represent you. In the meantime, you may want to think about buying or hiring a car. If you cannot afford to buy or hire a car without being paid a settlement, you may want to think about accepting the money you are offered, as it may be months before your case is heard. Your personal property. If some of your personal property was damaged as a result of the car accident, the other driver's insurance company, if the other driver was at fault, will be required to pay for them if your personal property cannot be repaired. If you were at fault for the accident, your insurance company may pay for the damaged property, but you will have to check which types of personal property they will pay for, as there are some limitations. Replacement vehicles. If your car needs to be repaired, you may need a replacement vehicle such as a rental car in the meantime. The good news is you have 3 options when deciding who to approach for the payment. 1. If the other driver was at fault. If the other driver was at fault, you can approach their insurance company, and if they are paying for the repairs to your vehicle, they will need to provide you with a replacement one to use in the meantime. The insurance company is likely to tell you how much they are willing to pay for a rental car. However, they may not be able to give you a car that is similar to the one that is being repaired. This could mean that you may end up with a much smaller rental vehicle. If you need a larger car because you use it for work purposes, or your children need to travel in the vehicle with you, you should make them aware that a small car isn't good enough. If you keep insisting that you need a bigger vehicle to use while yours is being repaired, they may listen. If you are stuck with a much smaller vehicle, you may want to pay for a larger vehicle and add the expense of the larger vehicle to the claims that you make against the insurance company. However, you need to make sure that you do not sign a property damage claims release, as this will waive your right to claim the extra money back. 2. If your insurance company is providing a vehicle, If your insurance company is providing you with a replacement vehicle, you can look to them for help. You will be told how much money you can spend on a rental vehicle, and this amount will reflect the amount of rental reimbursement coverage you took or which your car insurance. 3. If you were at fault and caused the accident which damaged your vehicle, your insurance company is very unlikely to pay for a rental vehicle. This means you will either have to pay for a rental car yourself or try to find another means of getting where you need to be. Towing and storing your car. After the accident has taken place, your car may need to be towed away and then stored before it is repaired or totaled. If the other driver was at fault, their liability insurance is likely to pay for the associated costs. If you were at fault, your insurance company will only pay for towing and storage if you opted for this cover when you purchased your insurance. Diminished value claims. In most cases, a repaired vehicle will be worth as much as it was before the accident occurred. However, if the car was new, or if it sustained a lot of damage, it may be worth a lot less. This is where you may be able to make a diminished value claim. This type of claim is also known as a reduction in value claim or a diminution of value claim. In some states apart from North Carolina and Georgia, you can only make a diminished value claim against the other driver's insurance, and only if they were at fault.